Hello everybody and welcome back. I am here today to show you a simple and easy fish craft using a few supplies. So what you are going to need is some construction paper or any paper. You can use any colors. I am using pink, I'm using yellow and red. If all you have is white or patterned or any paper really, you can use those as well. You need scissors, a marker to draw with, some glue, and googly eyes. If you do not have googly eyes at home, you can also cut those out and draw the eyes on. So the first thing we are going to do is make the body of the fish. So I'm going to take my pink paper. This will work with any paper you have. If you have just a regular 9 by 12 paper, that will work too. That's what I made this one out of. I made this one out of the bigger paper, so I'm just going to make a bigger one so that you can see it better. So what we are going to do is you're going to take one end of the paper and bring it across to match the end of the paper, making a triangle. And then what you're going to do is make a crease in the end like this. So your paper should look like this. You have a triangle and then some extra paper. So what we're going to do with the extra paper is we're going to cut it off, and we're going to save it because we're going to use a piece of it after we're done with the body. So I'm going to just cut the excess off and I'm going to put it aside. So all you should have is a triangle. So now with the triangle, you're going to open it up. So it looks like a diamond or rhombus, or if you turn it, a square. So we're going to put the crease right in line with your body. You're going to take one end of the triangle and bring it to the middle. And we're going to make another crease like this. So now you should have one side that looks like this. And you're going to repeat that with the other side. So you're going to bring this into the middle. Like this, and you're just going to make another crease. So now it should look like this. Now what you're going to do is open it up again and fold it in the middle to our original crease. We're going to do this. So it should look back like a triangle. So now we are going to use our scissors to make cuts along here so that it is flexible and moves. So you're going to start about an inch away from the end, and you're going to stop about an inch from this end so that we leave enough room for the head and the tail. So I'm going to start about here, and I'm just going to go up, and you're going to stop at the crease, not go any further. You can make your cuts big or small. The spaces in between, it just depends on how many cuts you would like to do. I don't know if bigger cuts would make it look different or cooler. You can always try it and let us know. So remember, as you're making these cuts, you're going to stop at the crease. You're not going to go any further. And you're going to stop. I'm going to stop right about there, just so I have enough room. So you see I made all of these cuts and I left an inch or a little more away from the end. So when you are done with your cuts, we're going to open it back up. And we're going to fold one side over, and this is where we use our glue. So we're going to open our glue, and we're going to put glue all on this one. And make sure there's enough glue so that it stays together. Because if you just put a dab of glue or a little glue, it'll come apart, and we don't want that. Then you're going to fold it over and match them up And then just make sure that they are stuck together. And if you want, you can just put it like this and then push down so that the two ends stick together. And the end is a little trickier since it's hard to push down on it, but do your best. Okay, so now our body of our fish is glued together, and you can see it moves very easily. Now we're going to take our scissors again. We're going to go to the head of the fish, and you see how it's pointy? We're going to round it out so that it looks like a nose for a fish. So I'm going to just start towards the top and make a curve and then end like that. So we have a curve more than a point. You can cut more off if you want. It's up to you how you want the head of your fish. I just cut a little off. Now what we are going to do is glue our eyes on our fish. So I have my two googly eyes, and I'm going to take my glue and put some glue on it. I got enough, and then I'm just going to stick it on. I'm going to press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and I'm going to repeat that with this googly eye, and I'm going to press it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have the body and the eyes. So now we're going to need the other part of the mouth like I have on these two. So that's where the extra paper comes in handy. So you don't need to draw a half circle or an oval. You could just take your scissors and just cut out a mouth that you think is big enough to go in the opening. So I have mine like this, and then I'm going to take glue, put it on the back, and I'm just going to place it inside. You can make it as big as the opening or smaller. I just made mine medium size. So then I'm going to take my red paper and I'm going to make a tongue for the fish. So just like this, I'm not going to trace it out or draw it out first. I'm just going to take my scissors and make a thing like this. And I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to put a lot of glue to make sure that it sticks together, but not too much glue, boys and girls. And then I'm going to put it on the inside so it looks like this. So now we have the body, the eyes, and the mouth. So now I'm going to take my yellow paper. Can you guess what we're doing with the yellow paper? We are going to make the fins and the tail. Now for this, you can either draw it out first and then cut it out, or just use your scissors and your imagination. And that's what I'm going to do. You can make the fins and the tail any shape that you would like. I want you to be creative with this. So I'm going to make one fin. I cut out kind of like a tear shape or like a flower petal shape. And both of your fins don't have to match, they could be different. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make another tear shape, but it's not going to be quite the same. I think it's a little bigger as well, and that is okay. So now I'm going to do the tail. So remember, you could do the tail any way you would like. I'm going to make it kind of like a wavy tail, just like that. So now we're going to take our marker and we're going to just make lines on the fins, like this. You can make them any way you want. I chose to do them like that. And then for the tail, you can make a couple lines. I'm going to make 4, just like that. So now I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to put glue in the middle of the tail. And I'm going to just press it on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that it stays. And then I'm going to put glue on both of my fins. And I'm just going to place it on the bottom. I'm going to place it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will put the other one on the other side and press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you are done. You made your own moving fish. I hope you enjoyed making this craft with me today, and I hope you come back to see what other crafts I have for you. Have a good day, and thank you for watching.